Good morning, folks. Well, it's quite an exciting day today. Something Linda's certainly been waiting for ages. Today is the day we get our kitchen tops, these are white ones behind me, removed and replaced with a whole new kitchen top. I'm moored up at Enfield because my good friend Pete, who actually is a kitchen fitter and carpenter by trade, lives just down there. It's about, well, no, just there, over there, very near the canal. And he said rather than him come to our marina, could we come down to Enfield and he'd do the job for us down there. So I'm moored up a couple of 100 yards from his home, I think, maybe a little bit more. He wants me to move a little bit further down towards the lock, so I'm right by the road so he can carry stuff in and out. So I'm going to check there's a space first thing, I think there is. And he's also already texted me saying, are you up yet? Have you got the cupboards emptied yet? Are you ready yet? And unfortunately, I have to have a cup of tea before I do anything. Right, Pete's here, as you can see, and we've just started to empty the drawers. They've all got to move out, and so one last look at our kitchen. Here's the bit I ripped off when I was doing the panelling.
I'd prefer to say very carefully removed.
Carefully removed, yes. And that's all coming out, so we've got to move, empty that cupboard, do all that, and get going. Right, I'll stop filming and get working. Well, Pete's gone now. He's ripped all the tops off, took some measurements, which he'd already done before, but checked them, checked out the sink we've got and he's modifying to fit. He's got loads of things to do, so he's gone off to screw fix to get a new tap because the one we had was no good. We were going to reuse it, get a few bits and bobs, get a stainless steel disc made to modify the sink plug socket, which is a different size on this one. And the whole boat's a mess, really. I'll show you what he's done. I'll show you what it's like without all the top on. Come have a look. So here we are, the stuff everywhere. See some microwave and stuff. There's one of Pete's bags, and there's the top missing off there of the sink. Some dirty stuff fell onto the plate, so I was going to move them out, but do that later. And this lot's off here. And so we just wait for Pete to return, put the thing back together.
I've got no safety gear on, no nothing. You can't put this on the internet.
It's fine. So this is Pete without any safety gear on. He's done the first fitting, now it's just cutting out the little ways for the gas pipes, electric cables. The advantage of doing it here by his near his house is you can just take stuff back and forth to his garage where all his power equipment is. Chopping it out there, as you can see. Very noisy. And it's such a nice position to be. We're right at the side of the canal, obviously. Pete's van is over there and he lives a couple of streets away. It's now covered in dust. Well, it's the end of the day, it's 6 o'clock and the job isn't finished. We did tell Pete he was welcome to go on for a couple of days if necessary, and he needs to glue together some of the panels that are going down with some pretty vile noxious glue, and he says you'll be sleeping in horrible smell, so he didn't want to do that. And there's a few other little bits and bobs, so we said yeah, let's call it a day and come back in the morning because we're quite happy moored up here. But I'll show you what he's done so far. Yeah, have a look. Now before you think, oh my god, it's blue, that's a plastic protective film. Now he's got it beautifully rounded here. That was pretty sharp before. Made a real nice job of it. And as you can see at the back here, we've got a separate shelf made out of stainless steel. There's a big gap at the back, that's being tidied up tomorrow. A separate shelf, so the microwave and all the stuff goes on there, and I think that's a really nice feature. It just looks very, very nice. And then over here, on this, so whoops, move over here, put this light on there. Again, you've got the horrible blue protective, but you've got a nice rounded edge, and the hob's all cut out. That's just resting high at the moment. It needs sorting out tomorrow. These are the bits that have got to be glued down here. These two pieces here, nice hard glue. That's a bit stinky. Nice bend there, and you can sort of see the material. Where are we? This is what we've got. It's a really hard material and it just looks really, really nice. Although it's not finished yet, he's done a great job. So we're really pleased. The sink's missing because he took it with him to fit the bottom pieces and make sure they all fit in right. You had to modify the sink to fit the small pipes we have. But he's doing a really good job. We're really pleased. So he's going to be back tomorrow about 6:30, 7. Says he should be done by midday maximum. That'll give a chance for the glue to the fumes to disappear off, and we can carry on pottering off down the Lee. Very pleased with that. Okay, see what happens tomorrow. Good morning folks, here we are, day 2 of the kitchen install, and all action going. Pete's working away, Linda's
in charge,
pottering around, keeping an eye on things. I'm
finding things for people.
I'm keeping out of the way because yeah, I'm too clumsy for a little narrowboat and all this stuff going on, and Pete's doing a fantastic job without me poking my nose, so I'm leaving him to it. Pete's just nipped out to get another piece of equipment he needs, but it's coming on really nice now. I'll show you. So that's a very heavy battery pack, 240 volt battery pack, and sitting on top of the sink, which seems a bit odd, but the sink's been glued into place. It's got the sealant on, and that's just holding it all down, so it's a really good firm fit. You can see the blue stuff's come off the tops. This is the joint he's got to join up, he's going to get his clamps for. That's all cut out, and we think this looks really nice. Lovely rounded edges, lovely round edges through there, so I used to keep jabbing myself into that. Pretty pleased with that. Just sanding down the joint. That's the sink done. Can't hear a lot, can you? I'll come back in a little while and film it when we've got the hob in. So here we are from the inside, just packing up. Grills on. We're going to put some silicone around the bottom of that on Monday when Pete joins us through London. It always was a bit raised, and we're just going to make it look even better than it ever did before. There's the sink. So we've got all the tools out, we'll have a proper little look.
And this is very kindly returning the kettle that we had to borrow from Pete because Adrian could not survive without his morning cup of tea.
and the most impressive thing is Pete doesn't drink tea or coffee.
And you put it into the kettle, so thank you very much.
He does have tea. Apparently he uses it for guests.
Of course.
I don't have guests very often.
Yeah, Pete's finished his job now, and he's just checking it over and taking some photos for his records. Apparently the surface is called Magonite, is that right?
That's the stuff.
Magonite.
Very good.
And that is a massive improvement. I love this bit here. We've got the stainless steel there of a step. I've got to clean up the tiles at the back in my own time and do around the edge, but that's just brilliant. Nice little step down to the surface. We've even got a backboard down there now, which didn't have before.
Upstand it's called, Aid.
An upstand. And then the top here with our hob on. Nice. Really love our new kitchen top. Hope you like it too, folks. See you next week. Bye.